Hello friends, today we will derive the electromagnetic wave equation for conducting medium. Then we will find out the solution of this wave and also discuss a phenomenon that is called as the skin depth related with the propagation of electromagnetic wave in the conducting medium. In order to derive the electromagnetic wave equation for conducting medium, first of all let us suppose we have some conducting medium, some conducting material of some sort of wire, conducting wire, and this conducting wire have certain finite, suppose it has certain finite value of mu, that is the permeability, epsilon it is the permittivity, and sigma it is the conductivity because it is a conducting wire. And suppose a electromagnetic wave is made to pass through this wire. This is electromagnetic wave and this is a wire, or we can say it is a conducting medium. Now first of all we will derive the wave equation for conducting wave in conducting medium. In order to derive the electromagnetic wave equation, we will start with the Maxwell equations. Maxwell first equation, it is del cross E, it is equal to minus curly B upon curly T, and we can also write it as minus curly upon curly T. B it is equal to mu into H. B can be written as mu into H, or it comes out to be minus mu curly H upon curly T. So simply we can write it as, this is the first question, del cross E, it is equal to minus mu curly H upon curly T, and suppose it is question number first. Now the second question, it was del cross H, it is equal to J plus curly D upon curly T. Then we can also modify it as, since we know that this J it is equal to sigma into E, electric field, plus curly upon curly T. D can be written as epsilon into E, it is the electric field, this is the value of D, displacement current. From here we can write as del cross H, it is equal to sigma into E plus epsilon curly E upon curly T, and suppose it is question number 2. Now the third equation, it was del dot B, it is equal to 0. Suppose this is third equation, it can be written as it is, del dot B it is equal to 0. This is equation number 3. And now the equation number 4, that is the del dot D, displacement current, it is equal to rho, or we can write here as del dot epsilon into E. The value of D, it is epsilon into E, and it is equal to rho. In this case here conductivity have some finite value, means it cannot be 0, and if it is not 0, this implies that the rho it will be equal to 0, that is the charge density, it will be equal to 0. If we have conducting surface, then the free charges which are flowing in the conductor, the net charge density of the conducting medium, it can be taken as 0. So therefore the value of rho, it will be equal to 0. This implies that it is equal to 0, or simply we can write as del dot E, it is equal to 0, and suppose this is equation number 4. Now we will start from these 4 equations. Now the taking curl of equation 1, taking curl of equation 1. From equation 1, if we take its curl, then it will be equal to del, that is the del cross E, it is the curl of equation 1, it is equal to it is del cross minus mu curly h upon curly t. Now here we have del cross E. Here we apply the formula A cross B cross C. It is equal to back minus cap. It is B dot A dot C minus C dot A dot B. Here A is del, B is also del, and C is E. If we use this formula in the expansion of above expression, then we can write it as del dot E minus del square E, and it is equal to minus u, it can taken as common, curly upon curly t, it is del cross h. Now we have already said that del dot E, it is equal to 0. By putting this value here, this equation comes out to be minus del square E, it is equal to minus mu curly upon curly t del cross h. These minus signs will cancelled with each other, and we will left with del square E, it is equal to mu curly upon curly t, and it is del cross h. Now using equation number 2, here in place of del cross h, then the equation comes out to be del square E, it is equal to mu curly upon curly t del cross h, it is equal to sigma into E plus epsilon curly E upon curly t. It was a simplified equation 2. Now it can be written as del square E, it is equal to mu sigma curly E upon curly t plus mu epsilon curly E upon curly t square. It can be rearranged as it is del square E minus mu epsilon curly square E upon curly t square minus mu sigma curly E upon curly t, it is equal to 0. Now similarly we can also write the similar type of equation in terms of H. It is also the equation of electronic wave moving in the conducting medium, and similarly if we are interested to find out the equation in terms of H, then we can find it by taking the curl of equation second. Initially we have taken the curl of equation 1 and use the equation 2. Now we can take the curl of equation 2 and use equation 1 for simplification, and similarly we will get similar type of equation, that is del square h minus mu epsilon curly square h upon curly t square minus mu sigma curly h upon curly t, it is equal to 0. So it is again same the equation of the electronic wave in conducting medium, but in terms of H. Now suppose if we want to explain these equations for a plane polarized, suppose we have a plane polarized electromagnetic wave. Plane polarized electromagnetic wave means we have a wave, suppose, and that wave is moving in this way along x-axis. If wave is moving along x-axis, then suppose the electric field varies only along y-axis and magnetic field varies only along z-axis. It means the value of the electric field E, it will be equal to Ey, and H, it will be equal to Hz. Therefore above these two equations can be written as curly square E electric field, it can be written as Ey, y component of electric field, upon curly x square minus mu epsilon curly square Ey upon curly T square minus mu sigma curly Ey upon curly T, it is equal to 0. And similarly for H, it becomes curly square Hz upon curly square minus mu epsilon curly square Hz upon curly T square minus mu sigma curly Hz upon curly T, it is equal to 0. These are the electromagnetic wave equations for conducting medium in case of one dimension, or we can say for plane polarized electromagnetic wave. Now here in these two equations we can compare that mu into epsilon. Initially we have also discussed that is the mu into epsilon, it is equal to 1 upon b square, or we can say b, it is equal to 1 upon mu into epsilon, where b is the velocity of light or velocity of electromagnetic wave. And second term which is mu into sigma, it is called as the magnetic, it is called as magnetic diffusibility, magnetic diffusibility. Now we can find out the solution of this equation. If we interested to find out the solution of these two equations, then the general solution of these two equations can be written as Ey, it is equal to E naught e raised to power iota omega t plus or minus into gamma x, or we can write it as Hz, it is equal to H naught e iota omega t plus minus gamma into x. Here E naught and H naught, these are the amplitude of the electronic waves at the initial point. Omega, it is the wave vector, and gamma, it is a propagation factor, and we will find out its value later on. Then first of all, in order to solve it or to find the value of this gamma, let us put the value of Ey in the equation of electromagnetic wave. So we will have general solution of this equation of the form, it is curly square Ey upon curly x square minus mu epsilon curly square Ey upon curly t square minus mu sigma curly Ey upon curly t, it is equal to 0. It was a general equation of the electronic wave in terms of electric field vector. Now putting the value of Ey, it comes out to be curly square, it is E naught e raised to power iota omega t plus minus gamma x upon curly x square minus mu epsilon curly square E naught e raised to power iota omega t plus minus gamma x upon curly t square minus mu sigma, and here curly by curly t, it is E naught e raised to power iota omega t plus minus gamma x, it is equal to 0. Now if we differentiate this whole equation, if we differentiate this whole equation, then it comes out to be it is gamma square minus mu epsilon, we can write it as here minus 1 omega square minus iota mu sigma omega, and E naught e raised to power iota omega t plus minus gamma x, it is equal to 0. It is taken as common. Now this factor, it is not equal to 0, means this whole bracket, it should be equal to 0, or we can write it as r gamma square minus minus plus plus mu epsilon omega square minus iota mu sigma omega, it is equal to 0. Or we can also write it as this is gamma square, it is equal to if we take both these term on the other side, then it is iota mu sigma omega minus mu epsilon omega square. Now for good conductor, the value of this sigma conductivity, it is very greater than in comparison with the omega into epsilon. It means we can neglect this term here, and it becomes r square gamma square, it is equal to iota mu sigma omega. Now we can simplify it. If we write it as if we multiply by 2 and divide it by 2 iota mu sigma omega by 2, or we can write it as 1 minus 1 plus 2 iota, it is mu sigma omega upon 2, or we can also write it as 1 plus iota square mu sigma omega upon 2, it is equal to gamma square, or if gamma, it will be equal to plus minus 1 plus iota, and it can be written as under root mu sigma omega upon 2. Simplified, this is the value of r or gamma, where it can also be written as this gamma, it is equal to plus minus 1 plus iota into k, where this k, it is equal to mu sigma omega upon 2. Now if we put the values of this gamma in general solution, that was Ey, it is equal to E naught e raised to power iota omega t. Here it was plus minus gamma, and if we put the value of gamma, then it is minus 1 plus iota into k. Or we can simplify it as Ey, it is equal to E naught e raised to power minus k, e raised to power minus kx. Here it was also x, kx, and another term, it is e raised to power iota omega t minus kx. This is the second term. Now here is this term, it is called as the amplitude. Now the amplitude of the wave which is moving in the conducting medium, it can be written as we can simply Ex, it is equal to E naught e raised to power minus kx. Here we can see that the amplitude of the wave, it is a function of x. It depends upon the x, and which is further depends upon the value of kx, and k depends upon the mu, sigma and omega. So this is a general solution of the electromagnetic wave which is moving in the conducting medium, and similarly we can also find out the same type of solution for the H component. It could be written as H naught e raised to power minus kx, and here it is e raised to power iota omega t minus kx. Now we can also define the term skin depth. Here we have the term which is called as the skin depth. As we see, the skin amplitude of the wave, it depends upon the x, means it is the function of the distance. Skin depth, basically it is the distance. Skin depth, it is the distance inside conductor, distance moved inside conductor, where amplitude of electromagnetic wave reduces to 1 upon E times its initial value. Suppose we have a conductor and a electromagnetic wave, it is moving through the conductor, then as the move deeper inside the conductor, its amplitude will decay from the surface. from the surface, this amplitude will start decreasing, and after a certain distance its amplitude becomes 1 upon E times the value on its surface. Suppose the value of electric field vector, it is E naught initially at its surface, and it decays to E naught upon E at a distance of delta. Then this delta, it is called as the skin depth. Since we have written the amplitude of the electromagnetic wave, it can be written as Ex, it is equal to E naught e raised to power minus k into x, and we can say that at skin depth, when x it is equal to delta, then this amplitude E x, it comes out to be E naught upon E. Therefore, we can write this above equation, E naught upon E, it is equal to E naught e raised to power minus k, it is delta. E naught will cancel with each other, and here we have e raised to power minus 1, it is equal to e raised to power minus k into delta, and if we compare this equation, then we can write 1, it is equal to k into delta, or simply delta, it is equal to 1 upon k. By putting the value of k here, we can write delta, it is equal to 2 upon mu sigma into omega. This is the value of skin depth. It means the skin depth depends upon mu and sigma, or we can write it as that is the skin depth, it is inversely proportional to the conductivity. If the value of sigma conductivity is large, means skin depth is less. More the conducting medium, less is the skin depth, means the electromagnetic waves when moves in the conducting medium, then its amplitude decreases with the penetration or the distance moved in the conductor, which further depends upon the conductivity of the medium. I hope you have understand the concept of the electromagnetic wave moving in the conducting medium and a related phenomenon which is called as the skin depth. It is very important in examination point of view. If you feel that my video is good and you have understand the concept very well, then please share my channel and like my video. Thank you.